Welcome back, party people. This is your boy Chaz here with another edition of All Types of Idol, where we're going to like to give the dish on what went down on American Idol. This time we're talking about group round, and you notice I have my mug here, because you know why? Because I know it's about to get ugly. I gotta have some water, because you know there's about to be some fire, so I have to drown the water out, you know, kind of, yeah. So American Idol really thinks it's funny for all the groups to give themselves a team name. I mean, really? Like Terrell Britnum once said, I don't do groups. First of all, you know I have to talk about the Dreamers, because the Dreamers was the biggest drama-filled group there was this season. And you might as well rename that group to Mary Powers Group, because that's what it was. With her controlling nagging, couldn't stand it. That's not what group members do. So when they got on stage, they sang some Fleetwood Mac song that I don't remember the title to, but I know the song very well. And Miss Mary Powers, she did an okay job. Wouldn't say the song fits her, but at least she doesn't sound like a wannabe. She sounds like her more. When Margot May, I am sorry, when she opened her mouth to sing, it was basically like Bat Sonic Waves. I mean, that bad. It would like rip my skin off. Just all those very sharp and off-pitched notes. Horrible. How did she get to Hollywood anyway? Hope Johnson was decent. Nothing really rah-rah about. And poor Alex Lambert, because he only got like, what, 5 words in, and Simon cuts him off? Because he has an interesting voice. He has an interesting rap. I kind of like it, but the fact that it was the wrong song, it was just shown in a bad light. So the members of the group that move on was Hope Johnson, Mary Powers, naturally, and Alex Lambert. Next group I would like to talk about is the Denver group. And they sang some weird song. I don't even remember what song they sang. All I remember was Mark being awful and Tori really killing it with the vocals. Maddie had her own unique style, which I like. Although her notes weren't perfect, I just like the personality that she put behind it. So all in all, after the smoke cleared, Tori and Maddie were the only ones to make it through. Miss Kimberly Kerbo got eliminated, but you know what? I gotta be proud. I gotta say, I'm proud of you, Kimberly, because you really stepped up in the wardrobe department and you got yourself better tracks, better hair. And of course, Mark Labriola is complaining that this is my last year, but you know what? You sucked. Alright? You sucked. That's why you're leaving Hollywood. The other big drama group is Phoenix. Carry On My Wayward Son. I love this song. It's a great Kansas song, and I'm sorry to say that Phoenix didn't do it justice. And you can probably tell because Deborah Bird stepped in at one point and said, "You don't know what you're doing." Nestle decides, you know what? Screw this. I don't need this. I quit. And the pressure basically got to her. Supposedly, she was one of the best singers there, and she was rumored to actually would have made the top 24, but who knows? We haven't heard her voice. We don't know. And then Jermaine Sellers was singing, and then the one thing I knew was gonna get on my nerves is he was gonna oversing, and then he hit this weird old high falsetto note out of nowhere leading into the chorus, which I thought was awful. Golden Star happened to be the unknown Mr. Jeffrey Goldberg. Had a nice raspy rock bluesy voice, a very strong voice indeed. I thought he was the best one out of everyone. All in all, the people that moved on from the group were Jermaine Sellers and Jeff. And next up was the Battle of the Bands, yeah! Pairing up Neapolitan with Destiny's Wild. But anyway, they both sang Bad Romance. And Neapolitan goes up first. And they actually sing a cappella. And this seemed to piss off Destiny's Child. Hell no, that was my idea, bitch. But for some reason, the judges put them all through because they thought they were amazing. And I don't think they were amazing at all. I thought they were kind of messy. Of course, you know, Destiny Wild, they ain't having that. No. I'm going to backflip and jump jack my way all across the stage. That's what Todrick Hall did. And he proved that, you know what, original is better. I came up with the idea, Bish, and you know what, we're going to be better too. And I got to agree, Todrick did a really good job. He did some change-ups with the melody, and I really dig what he did. And of course, his energy on stage is like amazing watching it on stage. He's a mover and a performer and crowd pleaser. Terry, Miss Fine Mama in the Catwoman suit and whatnot, she was looking all sexy. Jared Lieber looked like a fish out of water. The song didn't suit him, but he did what he had to do to work well with the group, and I think he worked well with the group. Now, Shaban Magnus. Shaban. Uttered out like 3 or 4 notes, but those 4 notes were freaking amazing. I'm wondering how high her range goes, because she seems like she's a powerhouse in the high note district, and she has a rasp behind it too. I'm gonna fall in love with this girl's voice. I already can tell just from 4 notes. I freaking love her voice just from the 4 notes that I've heard. But they all go through. Next up was Team Awesome, and they didn't really get much airtime except for one member. That one member was Michael Lynch. The reason why he got airtime is because his baby was being delivered at the same time he was doing the group rounds. And Michael Castro, basically the brother of Jason Castro, trying out again, looking like a skunk. They all sang Get Ready on stage, and Mike did his thing. I thought it was good. Seth Rollins, another good, solid performance from him. Tim Urban, do not care for his voice whatsoever. So from Team Austin, the 2 members that made it through were Michael Lynch and Tim Urban? Really? I thought Seth did a bang-up job. I was mad that he was cut at the point that he was. I don't think he was going to make the top 24, but I think he at least deserved one more shot. We had a group called Faith. They were the first group to perform on Hollywood Week. Irreplaceable, great song choice. It's a shame that Michelle Delamore didn't get to sing, because it was a lot like Michelle Williams. Like, her voice is mainly in the background and you don't hear anything from her much. That's what she served a purpose. So I think she got it easy. I want to know what her voice sounds like, though. But Charity Vance, I thought was good, and I thought that Ashley was really good. So they all go through. Next up was a group called Big Dreams, and they had one of my early favorites on there, Mr. Matt Lawrence and Drama Girl Amanda Scheckman. And I was disappointed because guess what? They sang Sweet Escape by Gwen Stefani, which I think is a horrible song. A very horrible song to sing. And Matt forgot his words and wasn't all that great. That song did not suit him at all. I thought it was terrible. And Amanda Scheckman, bless her heart, she has a good voice. But when she had to sing those fast lyrics, it just escaped her. And naturally, she got eliminated. Also, I was sad Mr. Matt got eliminated too, and I thought for sure he was going to make top 12. We're not the only group that had to suffer through Gwen Stefani's horrible song, Sweet Escape. Everyone who picked that song could not get those fast lyrics in right. It's a tough song to sing that fast tempo. And only one person nailed it. And the one person that nailed it was Miss Jessica Fernie. Love this woman. And I feel like this should be her year. Another group that really impressed me was Middle C. They sang Closer by Neo, and in this group we had Janelle Wheeler, Jermaine Purefoy, and Casey James. They stripped down the song, it was acoustic, and I really thought that they really worked well together. They highlighted each other's voice. I actually really loved the performance. Another group was Three Men and a Baby, and they had to show Katie Stevens and Andrew Garcia because they're awesome. And even though they didn't really highlight his group, they did show Lee DeWise singing Get Ready, Chills, Love the raspiness, perfect for the song. Better than even when Danny Goki did it. Lee is gonna be my favorite now that Matt's gone. I bet you anything he's gonna be my favorite. Now we pay attention to the fallen. The people that got eliminated on Group Day, a Hollywood week. That include Carmen Turner, who is the porcelain-looking doll with the big old forehead and the blonde hair. I did shit with their best friend. I didn't really care for her. Leah Laurenti, that was a surprise. She was an early favorite in Boston, and they haven't shown her since in Hollywood. David Pittman, the guy with Tourette's. No! But all in all, 71 people left. So, that's all I got for you, buddies. That's my opinion on what went down in group rounds. Stay tuned for my next commentary, which should be up not too long from now. Again, I will post a link down here when it comes out, so that way you can kind of catch up. Because I'm catching up on my commentary, you gotta catch up too. So, easy access. It's gonna be below here as an attachment. So until next time, love, peace, chicken grease.